Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We'd ask that you please find your seats as we prepare to start the ceremony in about 10 minutes. Thank you. morning. Good morning. I'd ask that you please stand as the cadets, the graduating class gets ready to enter the gym, and please standing until the music stops, at which time we'll ask that you quiet down and remain standing for the presentation of colors. Welcome.
Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and cadet family and friends. I'm Captain Tyler Carlton, and I would like to welcome you to the California Highway Patrol Academy. The Academy staff and I are pleased that you could be with us this morning to celebrate the graduation of Cadet Training Class 6 of 24. The cadets have worked extremely hard to get to this point in their career, and I know they appreciate each of you being here to celebrate with them. Every member of this class has demonstrated the ability to perform all tasks of a California Highway Patrolman. Therefore, all are qualified for graduation and promotion to officer. At this time, I'd like to introduce the special guests that are with us on stage this morning. In the interest of time, please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. Beginning on my far right is Departmental Training Division and Academy Commander, Assistant Chief Matt Timmons. Next to him is Departmental Training Division Commander, Chief Cindy Ponce. On my far left is Assistant Commissioner Staff Robin Johnson. Next to her is Assistant Commissioner Field Rodney Ellison. Next to him is Deputy Commissioner Esri Beauchamp. Next to him is retired CHP captain and founder of Lexipol, Mr. Gordon Graham. And on my immediate left is Commissioner Sean DeRee. Additionally, I'd like to recognize some of the special guests that are with us in the audience this morning. Retired CHP Commissioner Spike Helmick, the following leadership from the California State Transportation Agency: Acting Undersecretary Alicia Fowler, Deputy Secretary of Communications Tammy McGowan, Acting Deputy Secretary for Safety and Enforcement Rachel Carpenter, members of the CHP's Citizens Advisory Board, Assembly Member Tom Lackey, board members from the California Association of Highway Patrolmen, and leadership from the California Association of Highway Patrolmen Credit Union. Please give all of our special guests a warm round of applause. It's now my pleasure to introduce CHP Commissioner Sean DeRee, who will address the graduating class.
Good morning. This is a celebration today. As we recognize these guys, we can get fired up on the entry. It was a little meek. We can definitely celebrate the accomplishment of these 133 graduating officers today. Welcome to the California Highway Patrol Academy. Hoorah! Hoorah. Those of you here for the first time especially, we hope you feel welcome. We hope you joining us in celebrating the great accomplishment that we have today. It's a great day for the California. It's a great day for the California Highway Patrol, and it's a great day for every family that's represented out here and every community that's going to receive a newly highly trained CHP officer. I'm going to deviate from my normal graduation address or style today in honor of the special keynote speaker we have today. Cadets, I got to tell you, if I could pick 5, 6 people on this entire earth that could come here and speak to you today, Gordon Graham would be one of them. I really look forward to his remarks and the guidance that he gives you. I do want to do some special recognitions, though, and I want to thank the families that are here today, not only for being here today, for supporting your new officer in this endeavor, in this role of becoming a public servant, in this role of becoming a CHP officer. The life of an officer is not easy. You've seen how the life of a cadet is not easy, but I got to tell you, it's worth it. It's a noble calling, and the family support system, in whatever form it takes on, plays such a big role. And so to each of the family members here today, from myself and the other commissioners and the leadership of the department, thank you for your sacrifice, not only today, but the future missed birthdays, the long nights, the sacrifices that your family make. From us to you, we're grateful for that. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We have 2 special families in attendance today that I'd like to recognize. First, the family of fallen CHP Officer Johnny Martinez, ID 8813. Officer Martinez was killed in the line of duty on October 2nd, 1981. Officer Johnny Martinez was shot and killed when his partner and he were ambushed on Interstate 10. They were clearing debris from the roadway when they ran a traffic break. 2 armed robbery suspects thought they were setting up a roadblock and ambushed the 2 officers. Officer Martinez succumbed to his injuries from that cowardly attack. He was a Marine, Vietnam War veteran. He had served with the California Highway Patrol for 4 years. There are several members of his family here today for Officer Johnny Martinez, including Cadet Adam Martinez from the graduating class. Will Johnny Martinez's family please stand and be recognized? Thank you. We also have family members of CHP Lieutenant John C. Helmick, ID 6960. Lieutenant Helmick was killed February 27, 1989, in an on-duty traffic collision. Lieutenant Helmick served the department for 20 years, and at the time of his passing was the commander of the Red Bluff area. Today, Lieutenant Helmick's grandson, Austin Keffer, is graduating. In attendance today are Lieutenant Helmick's family, including his children, grandchildren, his widow, Nancy Helmick, and his brother, retired Commissioner Spike Helmick. Will the Helmick family please stand and be recognized? To the graduating class, it's our quest, it's our responsibility to always honor those that came before us, the fallen and the ones that served honorably and did not make that ultimate sacrifice. We do that by suiting up every day and going out and serving with honor, with courage, and representing the badge that some of them laid their life down for. So we have that responsibility, and I would charge you with always showing our appreciation and always remembering those that came before us. These men and women, they're true legends. Today, we have one of those legends here with us. And I've asked a very special one, this gentleman, to address the graduating class. Mr. Gordon Graham has been actively involved in law enforcement since 1973. In his 33 year with the California Highway Patrol, he served as a motor officer in central Los Angeles, was recipient of one of the first 4 10851 pins, assisted in developing the first DUI task force concept, Chips for Kids, and the CHP DRE program, which is now the national model for policing. He served as an assistant to the General Counsel, commander of the Office of Risk Management, and executive assistant to the commissioner. He currently serves as vice chair of the 1199 Foundation. He has taken this background in CHP operations, he coupled it with his education in risk management, his experiences as a lawyer, and is the co-founder of a successful company, Lexipol, designed to standardize policies throughout the country. Currently, law enforcement, fire, and other public safety agencies in all 50 states use the Lexipol products and services. This risk-based platform has dramatically reduced tragedies involving public safety agencies. Gordon was the first recipient of the Governor's Award for Excellence in California Law Enforcement Training in 1995, was the 2008 recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award in California Law Enforcement. Mr. Graham has received numerous awards and accolades, not only in his service of law enforcement, but his achievements in fire and aviation safety. He maintains a work pace in retirement that most of us would not be able to keep up with, and continues to lecture public safety personnel around the world. He serves as a professor at the prestigious University of Virginia Masters of Public Safety program. He's also a distinguished lecturer at the University of Edinburgh. A living legend, a national leader in the profession of policing, who attributes at least a portion of his success as a CHP motorcycle officer. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Gordon Graham.
To all of the distinguished guests, family members, and particularly to this graduating class here, Gordon Graham, and the commissioner was kind enough to call me a couple months ago and said, would you be the keynote speaker? And I debated for about a nanosecond and said, absolutely. But this is pretty scary for me up here, because 52 years ago, I sat where you're sitting. Different academy. It was over on Meadowview Road, and it was CTC VI-24. They had the graduation ceremony at nighttime, and I don't know why they have it at daytime now, but I guess it really doesn't make any difference. And I was sitting there, the commissioner gave a talk, Walter Padinsky, and then the deputy commissioner got up there and started talking, and then the assistant commissioner got up there and started talking. And I'm not being rude here, just very blunt. And our keynote speaker that night was the sheriff of Sacramento County. His name was Mr. Lowe. I didn't really listen to a thing he said. All I wanted to do was get in my car and drive to Los Angeles and start my career in Central Los Angeles. That's all I wanted to do. And I know there's some of you sitting out here and you're saying, this is the end. Now we got to listen to this old man here for 4 hours, you know. But no, it's only going to be 2 hours, so don't worry about it. It'll be brief, but hopefully you'll listen to the message. Oh. Thank you. Hopefully this will make sense. Primarily my comments are directed at the graduates, but I think some of these things will apply to everyone. You heard the introduction. The CHP treated me so well. I spent my first 10 years, most of my first 10 years as a motorcycle cop in Central Los Angeles. Going to school on my off hours. The second I got off probation, I went back to school, picked up a teaching credential at Cal State Long Beach, went over to University of Southern California and picked up a graduate degree, and then I spent 4 years in law school. That all brings us to 1982. 82 was a good year. Graduated law school, passed the bar, opened my law practice, promoted to sergeant, and I finally asked out the bank teller. I've been staring at her for a couple of years, just staring. Women that look like that don't date guys that look like me. So I just stared. He asked her out, she's gonna say what? No. So I just stared at her. In 1982, I was pretty cocky, brand new sergeant, brand new lawyer, and she's counting on my money for the month, and she said, will there be anything else? Well, respectfully, I'd like to ask you out on a date. And she tricked me. She said, I'd love to. She goes, Gordon, are you okay? And I said, well, I didn't think you'd say yes. Well, why not? Because women that look like you don't date guys that look like me, and plus you're a banker, you know how much money I got. I ain't got no money, so I can't buy you anything or take you anyplace. No, I'd love to go out with you. Do you have a car? Indeed, I do. That's my 1968 Renault parked right out in front. Graduate school, law school, 68 Renault. And we went out on one date, and we ended up getting married. And then she moved in. Then we had babies. There was a whole process back in the old days, but I don't want to get into all the details of that. I wasn't the first CHP officer to go to law school. I wasn't the first to pass the bar, but I was the first that kept the job after passing the bar. I love the highway patrol. It was a great job, a great job. So I practiced law in the morning, and I was a CHP sergeant in the afternoon. And then I picked up a little bit of experience in teaching, and I got a job at Rio Hondo College doing some instruction, and then Cal State Long Beach brought me in, and then the CHP started bringing me up to the academy to instruct up here at the academy, and pretty soon I'm going out of California, and pretty soon I'm going internationally, and that brings me to 2002. I was at Bramshill House, beautiful country estate outside of London, and it's the home for the National Police Academy over there. And I heard somebody fall. Does anybody need a lawyer? Excuse me. I know this operation, they got some money, so we're good. I'm over there at Bramshill House, and I was doing a week's worth of work over there, and the Brits are an odd bunch, and my friends who worked at the police academy, Gordon, we've got a special presentation coming up. You gotta go to it, you gotta go to it, you gotta go to it. Well, I'm their guest, so I go to this presentation. And they had something very, very brilliant. After 20 years of study, they figured out that the primary mission of everyone in law enforcement was preservation of life. And I'm sitting there, everybody's shocked. What? Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. We're all about preservation of life. And I'm always courteous when I'm out of country. I don't say anything offensive, so I kept it to myself, but I'm thinking, you're just thinking about this now? The California Highway Patrol was started way back in 1929. Why? Because all 58 counties had a different way of doing business. There was no standardization of best practices with respect to traffic enforcement. Everybody had a different way of doing business, and of course, fatalities were creeping up, so the legislature said, we need a California Highway Patrol. Told you. That's pretty cool. Let's do that again. We need a California Highway Patrol. Yeah, God bless y'all, this is gonna be fun, you know? And so they created the CHP. And 50 some odd years later, they hired me. And one of the things we had to do at the academy was memorize the mission statement of the California Highway Patrol. And 52 years later, primary mission of the California Highway Patrol. Provide the California motorists with safe, rapid, economical use of the California highway system. And notice that very first word, safe, rapid, economic use of the California highway system. You know what, in preparation for this talk, I looked up the current mission statement, which is much more mature and much more robust and in line with what you are doing now in all the cities you're providing help for and all the task forces that you're involved in. But if you read the mission statement today, the focus is on, if I'm right, sir, safety and security. Safety and security. The CHP's been doing this for almost 100 years. Preservation of life. Let's take a look at the last 6 months of your training. Let's start with the preservation of life of our motorists. Our motorists. When I was brand new in the academy, they taught us the 3 E's. The 3 E's, now that has expanded to the 5 E's. When I first heard this in 1973, education, engineering, and enforcement. Over the last 50 years, they've added on a couple more. The 4th E is EMS. Thank God for paramedics. They save a lot of lives. And the 5th E is electronics, all the new stuff. But in spite of all of that stuff, fatalities are still increasing around our great nation. You know why? You know, when I first came on, the whole thing was education. DMV provides the education. The State Highway Department did the engineering, and the CHP did what? The enforcement. And I was told your mission is enforcement. Get out there and do something. You know, so I made it my goal when I was a cop to make 100 contacts a day. My goal was to make 100 contacts a day and enforce the laws. And I wrote a lot of tickets, and I took a lot of people to jail for driving under the influence. And if you get beyond the stop, more on that in a little bit, you can learn making major felony arrests if you get out there and start writing tickets, making those contacts. You know, when I drive in the freeways, and I leave early in the morning to get to the airport, there is never a morning, I'm running 70 or so, there's never a morning that I don't get people blowing by me 150, 120 miles an hour. Where's the highway patrol? See, I didn't say the California part on purpose. But anyhow, where's the CHP? That's your job. Get out there and make some stops. You watch Harry Bosch knock on doors, knock on doors. We don't knock on doors. We make traffic stops. Go out there and start enforcing the law because we've got to slow these people down. The commissioner knows this. What you did was brilliant. Buying these plane wrap cars, holy moly. And I loved your comment about all the idiots out there with their video game behavior and driving in and out of traffic. Well, they're in for a wake-up call because you'll be getting off probation about the time all those new cars are coming out there. And go out there and make those stops and write those citations and slow people down. You want to reduce deaths on the roadway, preservation of life, you've got a key role here on enforcement. Not just the speed, not just the reckless, but those drunk drivers that are killing so many people, including our people every year, including our officers. You've got to go out there and actively enforce those laws. And they gave you all sorts of training on how to do it. 6 months worth of training. How to make traffic stops, how to make your right side approach, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. You've got the knowledge on how to do that. The California Highway Patrol is also concerned about the preservation of your life. Look at all the officer safety training they gave you. Look at the equipment they gave you. And not to digress on this, but I've been to all 50 states, and I've taught at every major police academy around America, and many overseas. Nobody does it better than the California Highway Patrol. Hoorah! Nobody does it better, seriously. Take a look, when you get off probation, you're out there by yourself, pull in your brand new Dodge Durango, and park next to an LAPD car at coffee, park next to an LASO car. Take a look at their rig, take a look at your rig. The motor transport unit people who build these cars for the CHP, the fit and finish is unbelievable. You are driving high quality stuff. I don't know the answer to this, maybe the commissioner knows, but my guess is that truck, that SUV that you've got fully outfitted is in excess of $100,000. Can I give you a hint, please? Drive it like you own it. Drive it like you own it. Holy moly. Your average cop in America should be wearing a t-shirt that says, drive it like you stole it. Drive it like you own it. Take care of that stuff, and it'll take care of you. That car is so valuable for you. That is your office when you're out there on patrol making those stops. But your personal safety is so important. I talked about the 3 E's and the 5 E's. Undoubtedly, somebody here during the last 6 months has talked about below 100. From 2010, Dale Stockton, a real thinker in law enforcement, had an idea called below 100. What strategies can we put in place to reduce the line of duty death tally in American law enforcement to a number below 100? And if you're familiar with the 5 tenets, number 1, wear your vest, watch your speed, wear your belt, what's important now, and complacency kills. So you've got the 3 E's, the 5 E's, and then the 5 tenets of below 100. Go out there and do your job safely. But now I'm turning it over to you. The CHP has done their role. They have spent all this money training you, all this time training you. It'll continue for quite a while. The FTO process is brilliant, but sooner or later, you're going to be out there by yourself. What are your obligations with respect to preservation of life, your life? Not just the length of your life, but the quality of your life. Length of life, quality of life. I got hooked on this early on in my career. For anybody who ever worked Central Los Angeles a long time ago, the jail doctor was a fellow named Dr. Dwight Mogi. And I talked to everybody, and I was talking to Dr. Mogi one day about what he did besides being a jail doctor. And he said, my big job is I work for Fortune 500 companies. And when they're thinking about bringing in a new CEO, they send the CEO to me, and I give a life expectancy on the CEO. What? Yes, I tell them how long this candidate, the CEO, is going to live. Well, what difference does it make? If you're spending millions of dollars in changing the direction of your company with a new CEO and the guy drops dead all of a sudden, that could be very problematic. So I give them an estimate on lifespan. And jokingly I said, are you any good at it? And his response was, I'm deadly accurate. And he started talking to me about lifespan. There's very little you can do about DNA because that has such a power. But there's a lot of things you can do to increase your lifespan to get up to your DNA limit. And I started reading books on length of life and quality of life and going to lectures on length of life and quality of life. And putting all that together, I came up with something I call my 10 Fs. You want to live a long time? Not just length of life, but quality of life? The 10 Fs. Family, faith, friends, food, fun, function, fitness, freedom, and fulfillment. So I'm going to talk about these 10 Fs for the remainder of my time up here today with you at the California Highway Patrol Academy. See that, how I transitioned there? That was pretty brilliant if you think it through. You know, I'm going to talk about these things. I'll put them in a different order for a reason. Let's start with faith. You want to live a long time? Not just length of life, but quality of life? Believe in a higher power. If you think it's all about you, you're not going to live that long. There's a higher power out there. I don't know what your faith is, but have a faith and share that faith with others. Study after study after study shows that people who take their faith in a higher power seriously live longer. Number two, food. Undoubtedly, some of your instructors up here talk to you about food and what you put in your body and how important it is as to length of life and quality of life. Just a couple little hints for you, though. A couple little hints. Number one, if your grandmother wouldn't recognize it, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Everything in moderation. You want a steak? Have a steak. Just don't have one every day. You want some ice cream? Have some ice cream. Just don't have it every day. Everything in moderation, and be very careful what you eat because that is so important over the long run. Faith, food, fun. You know, oftentimes you'll hear law enforcement described as a front row seat to the greatest show on earth. You can have a lot of fun out there, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of fun. The antics of some very, very stupid people will amaze you and you will laugh. Can I give you a hint? Never laugh in front of the public because they'll misinterpret it. Laugh when you get back to the office, but enjoy life. I'll bore you with this. My law partner was a massive man, well over 400 pounds, and he did not know what I did. So one morning I was in the law office, and he says, hey, do you have a twin brother? I said, no. He said, I was on my way home last night, and I saw a CHP sergeant. It looked just like you. And I said, well, that was me. Well, why didn't you tell me you're a CHP sergeant? Because it has nothing to do with our relationship. His next response, you ready? Can you get me a ride along? Sure. So I picked a good Friday night and nice weather, and he got in the right front seat of my car with a seatbelt extender or two, and we drive around on a Friday night. And I light up a motorcycle. It was a cold-plated motorcycle, and the guy takes off, and there's a little bit of a chase, and this LAPD helicopter got involved in it, LAPD gets involved in it, LASO gets involved in it, and finally the guy crashed. It was about a 10-minute chase, you know, and I got out and chased this guy down and got him into custody and everything. I get back in my patrol car, and he's sitting there, and he's out of breath. He is out of breath. He hasn't gotten out of the car, and he's out of breath. Gordon, I will give you $100,000 to do that again. And you'll do it every night for free. Holy moly, it is a great job. Enjoy it. Faith, food, fun, funds, F-U-N-D-S. The goal you should all have is retire debt-free. Everybody, that should be your goal, retire debt-free. The CHP and the CAHP, your union, they've got a lot of programs to help you retire debt-free. I understand medical issues, and I understand divorce issues. I've been involved in enough of those. But I'm telling you, spend your money wisely. The ultimate sign of wealth is not having to work after retirement. Now, if you choose to work after retirement, then good for you. Sharing your knowledge with others, that's great stuff. But nobody should be forced. Spend your money wisely. I was so concerned that I wouldn't get my flight this morning. I flew up last night. But I'm regularly at Los Angeles Airport early in the morning. I always try to get the first flights out. Things start canceling later on in the day. And Starbucks opens up at 5 a.m. at Los Angeles Airport. I'm there at 4:30. There is a line of 70, 80 people at Starbucks to pay $7 for a cup of hot water. Mr. Graham, that's Starbucks coffee. How can I break this to you gently? All the beans come off the same boat. No, Starbucks beans are special. They're flown over here by Hindu monks, wrapped in gossamer thin tissue paper. For $7 a cup, you'd think they had a first-class seat in Lufthansa. All the beans come off the same boat. Well, Starbucks has a top-secret way of roasting them. How the hell many different ways can you heat up a bean? It's hot water. $7 a day, $50 a week, $200 a month, $2,500 in a year? That's a lot of money. Spend your money wisely. I wonder if anybody ever listens to me. But I went to a CHP funeral, and the credit union came up to me and told me, Gordon, we've modified our lending practices based on your lectures. What? Somebody actually listened to me? When I was a sergeant, the men came out of the academy. Women were different. Men came out of the academy. The first thing they did was buy a new Corvette. And we had 8 or 10 Corvettes backed in the central Los Angeles office. Corvette Row. $500 a month car payment, $200 a month insurance payment, and you're making $1,500 a month. That's stupid. That's stupid. I said, well, what are you doing different? Well, when they tell us they want to buy a Corvette, what year Corvette are you looking at? You can get a 3-year-old Corvette that looks just like the brand new C8s for about half the price. Spend your money wisely. Retire debt-free. Faith, food, fun, funds, fitness. I can honestly say that you are in the best shape of your entire life. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Keep yourself in shape. Remember, there's a lot of bad people out there, a lot of very bad people. And when you make contact with a bad person who's been to prison, they're looking at you. Can I take that guy? Can I take that woman? Because all they want is your gun. If they can get your gun, can they do great damage? Yep. You need to keep yourself in shape so you can hold on until somebody else gets there. Keep yourself in shape. Faith, food, fun, funds, fitness, function. Slowing down a little bit. Please. Take pride in your job. Take pride in your appearance. Take pride in your vehicle. Take pride in the way you do business. Please, make excellence the norm, not the deviation. Get out and about. If you watch the video that we did on New Zealand, get past that contact. Start asking questions. So what's going on here? You'll be amazed what you can learn. Function. How can I help this person? How can I make a positive difference in their life? More on that later on. Recruitment. Recruitment. I don't know how you got on the job, but I know how I got on the job. I was at the tail end of Operation 5000. Governor Ronald Reagan in 1967, and furthermore, over the last 10 years, we have 3 times as many paved roadways in our state. Then the California Highway Patrol remains at 2,500 officers. My goal over the next 4 years is to double the size of the Highway Patrol to 5,000 officers. If you're doing the math, I was at the tail end of Operation 5000. CHP officer Ron Quintana recruited me to put in an application for the Highway Patrol. You contact a lot of good young women and men. You know, good people. Talk to them. Have you ever thought about doing this job? It's a great job. If every California Highway Patrol officer today, okay, maybe I missed it. If every officer working for the California Highway Patrol, there we go. I got the order screwed up. Okay, so you tricked me on that one. Okay, I'm calling my lawyer. You know, if everybody made it their goal to find one good woman, one good man in your career, That would help us keep up with attrition. If everybody made it their goal to find one a year, you'd have a wide, broad, deep applicant pool. If everybody made it their goal to find one good woman, one good man per month, you'd have an applicant pool 12 times that size. I know I did that quickly, Catholic school. If everybody made it their goal to find one good woman, one good man every day, you'd have that wide, broad, deep applicant pool where you can pick and choose among the best of the best and get a workforce that looks just like you. Everybody needs to be a recruiter. Do your job right. Make excellence the norm, not the deviation. Get really, really good at what you do. That's the function. Faith, food, fun, funds, fitness, function, freedom. Freedom. If I ever take over this country, and I have a plan, but I can't get into all the details right now. When kids turn 18, you're all going overseas. Everybody age 18 is going overseas, either with the United States military or with the Mormon Church or with the Peace Corps. Learn how the rest of the world lives and be so grateful that you're able to live in the United States of America. Do we have some problems? We got some problems, but let me tell you, we are light years ahead of the rest of the world in so many areas, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate the freedom you have, and when you have an opportunity, make sure you thank all the military women and men because they made this country free. So I've got 3 left, and I put them here purposefully. Commissioner Deary already talked about family. Take care of your family for the rest of your life. The people who were here with you, who gave you all the support, all the stuff they did for you over the last 6 months while you're training to be in this organization, take care of those people for the rest of your life. That's your family. Take care of them. They're the ones who are going to take care of you as you get older. You take care of them. It's a full circle here. Friends. Friends. I know you think you got some friends. Yeah, I knew them from high school. Oh, yeah, we went to college together. Those might be your friends. I'll tell you where your real friends are going to come from. Where your real friends are going to come from, they're sitting right next to you. Your best friends for the rest of your life are here or in one of the offices that you report to in a couple weeks. Those will be your friends for life. Trust me on that. Now I know what you're thinking. How much longer is this old man going to go on? He's trying to tell me that my best friends are going to be CHP officers 50 years from now? Yep. That ain't going to happen. Really? Well, let me introduce you to a couple of my friends. Where's Kevin Mintz? Kevin, stand up and just wave, everybody. This is Officer Kevin Mintz. And when I reported, we didn't have FTOs back then. We had training officers. My first training officer was a nice guy. He was a very nice guy who taught me the basics. And then I got assigned to work with Officer Kevin Mintz. Holy moly. Former Marine, fresh out of Vietnam. And he had a very interesting training style. If you messed up, he would hit you. And not often, but hard. And then we rode motorcycles together in central Los Angeles. Kevin moved up to the rank of deputy chief. He's now fully retired, yet he found the time to come here today to be with me. He is my friend for life. Where's Mike Teixeira? Mike, are you here? Mike Teixeira. He was my first roommate. 821 11th Street, Santa Monica, California. The rent was $200 a month. $200 a month for rent in Santa Monica. And he became a motorcycle officer before I did. And I wanted to be a motorcycle cop so bad. Mike, when I was in graduate school, helped me out with some of the detailed projects I was working on, and we did a lot of work together there. And Mike ended up becoming a sergeant, moving up to the aviation unit and coastal division, now retired and working for the CHP now as a retired annuitant. Mike helped build the CHP DRE program. And just a funny story about the CHP DRE program, that started in central Los Angeles. LAPD takes credit for it, but let's be honest. The California Highway Patrol, they started that. So I'm back in Harford County, Maryland, giving a talk to the Harford County Sheriff's Department. About 500 deputies there, and I'm going on and on. A guy raised his hand in my class. Nobody ever raises their hand. Excuse me, sir? Yeah, go ahead. And he asked the question. Nobody asks questions. He asked the question. And I gave him an answer, and I said, well, have you considered this? And he said, oh, okay, I hadn't thought about that. And I said, that was an excellent question, though. And he proudly said, well, sir, I'm a DRE. And everybody around him was nodding. I said, you're a DRE? Yeah. I said, wow, congratulations. What's your DRE number? He is 38,912. I said, oh. I said, I'm a DRE also. You want my number, pal? Fucking 4. That started in central Los Angeles, and Mike was the push behind that. Just a quick note, Mike Teixeira, Kevin Mintz worked graveyards together. In 1 month, they arrested 80 DUIs as a team. 80 8-0. I got invited up to Wyoming to present awards to the Wyoming State Patrol for DUI arrests. The highest for an entire year was 35. I didn't have the heart to say, I know a guy who put together 40 and his partner did 40. It was a fun work with Mike, and we're still best friends. And yes, we rode motorcycles together in central Los Angeles. Bruce Wiedmer. Bruce, how you doing? Bruce Wiedmer, there we go. You'll recognize Bruce from the New Zealand video. That was my partner in that. He was the brains behind the entire operation. He was the sergeant that took control of us. If anybody was going to get in trouble for taking us over there, it would have been Bruce. Bruce, a great partner. Bruce, like me, is a brand new grandpa, and he found time to come here today. Why? He loves the California Highway Patrol. Hoorah! And guess what? Guess what? We rode motorcycles together in Central. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. We rode bikes together in Central. Rich Henderson, where's Rich? Rich, how you doing? Rich was a motorcycle cop in Central Los Angeles, ended up being a deputy chief, retired, became a very successful businessman. We're still best friends. His son is on the California Highway Patrol right now. Rich, thank you so much for coming up here today. Where's Mona? Mona Prieto. Mona was the first woman motorcycle cop in the California Highway Patrol. Hoorah! And we rode motors together in Central Los Angeles. And you want to talk about a rising star, quickly promoted to sergeant and lieutenant and captain and assistant chief, and retired as the deputy commissioner of the California Highway Patrol. Hoorah! You betcha. I love this. This is really neat. I need this at home. So, anyhow, you know, he retired as a deputy commissioner of the Highway Patrol, and still is active and going around the country and talking about all the good stuff that law enforcement needs to be doing. Mona married Ed Prieto. Ed Prieto, there you are. Stand up, please, Ed. Holy moly, that's Ed Prieto. I knew his father, who was a sergeant, motorcycle sergeant on the organization. And I tell you what, when I was a cop, I was fearful that I would someday have to work for his father, because his father was no nonsense at all. Ed ended up retiring in the California Highway Patrol, ran for the sheriff's office in Yolo County, won that office, and did a great job in Yolo County, and still actively involved. Paul Milkovich, badge number 9358. Here's Paul. Paul is probably the most skilled motorcycle rider I rode with. Skilled and reckless are close to each other sometimes, but he was very, very good at what he does. And I was here 3 or 4 months ago. For what purpose? To watch his son graduate. Ryan Milkovich is now a member of this organization. And did I miss anybody? Did I get everybody in here? Look at this. 50 years ago we met, and we are still best friends. These are your best friends for life, the people you meet on this organization. Also, I have my good friend Joe Nannery. Joe was a detective sergeant in San Francisco Police Department. I was doing an auto theft convention up in Tahoe. And I know quite a bit about auto theft. And then I started talking to this man, and I learned that my level of knowledge was really not that great. And he has done a lot of work to benefit the Highway Patrol over the years, and probably the best detective I've ever met in law enforcement. He has a private investigator business now in San Francisco, and he's doing very well there. So I hope I didn't skip anybody, but you need friends, ladies and gentlemen, people who will really be there for you when you need something. These are the people, family, friends, and finally, fulfillment. Fulfillment. Want some sad news? I've got 3 eulogies planned this year. People who know they're dying have called me up and said, Gordon, would you do my eulogy for me? So what do you say to that? Well, no, I'm pretty busy. No, you got to do these things, folks. It's quite an honor to do them also. I build my eulogies out of a great poem by Linda Ellison called The Dash. The Dash. Go to any cemetery around America, around the world. There's a date of birth and a date of death. What's in between them? The dash. So what did you do? I talked about making every contact count. What can you do to help these people? You are benefiting them. You are benefiting them simultaneously. You are building your dash. In your career, you will do some remarkable things. That is going to be your dash, what you did. Let me wrap up with this. Before I got married, I dated. Not a lot. But in my last year of law school, I went out with a young lady for about 6 months, and she was a lot of fun, and she was very, very funny. About 6 months into our relationship, Gordon, we need to talk. Not Gordo, not Gordy, not double G. Gordon, we need to talk. Okay. and I need you to be serious. Okay. Gordon, have you ever noticed that while we're dating, I'm always grumpy and you're always happy? Yes. As a matter of fact, I've thought about it a lot, and I figured it out. You figured out why I'm always grumpy and you're always happy? It's obvious. You're dating me and I'm dating you. Gordon, can you be serious for 1 minute? You know what really pisses me off about you? What? You love your job. Every time we get together, you're talking about what you and Mike did, what you and Bruce did, what you, Mike and Bruce did, what you and Rich did, what you and, you love your job. I got the greatest job in the world. I'm a California Highway Patrol motor cop. I got the greatest job in the world. And her response was, I hate my job. I hate the people I work with. I hate the people I work for. The only reason I work is for what? For the money. There's a lot of people in that boat, ladies and gentlemen. Of the 33 years that I had, there was 78 bad days. 78 really bad days. I was here May 7th with you when they had the CHP Memorial, and they read off all the names of the 232 officers who died. In my 33 years, from 1973 to 2006, that number was 78. Those were bad days, very bad days. But all in all, if I had it all to do over again, and I'm speaking on behalf of all of my friends here because I've asked them this question, if you had it all to do over again, would you do it the same way? Absolutely. This is the greatest law enforcement organization in the country. And again, don't think it's an old man blowing smoke. I have been around, and I have looked at what the rest of the country is doing. The California Highway Patrol sets the tone for the rest of American law enforcement, and you are the next generation of CHP officers. My hat's off to you for your work, to all of you. Good luck, good health, goodbye. God bless you. God bless America. Please take the time to keep your soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and Coast Guard personnel in your prayers tonight. Without them, this nation would be in one bigger mess than we currently are. Let's go back and work safely, make every contact count, and you're the women and men who can do it. My hat's off to you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. And now, please join us in watching a special message for the graduating class.
Congratulations. Congratulations to our graduates in particular. I just want to add my voice to the chorus of voices applauding you for making it through the Academy's intensive training program. I'm honored to, be one of those helping send you off into the ranks of the men and women who serve our state each and every day. Today, though, you officially join the fifth largest law enforcement agency in the country, with the solemn duty of making our state safer for everyone who travels on California's roads and freeways. You represent one of our first lines of defense. Today, though you're shouldering a heavy mantle of law enforcement, but you know that you have the respect, and you should know this, the respect and trust of so many Californians, certainly those of us here in Sacramento. So today, I just want to extend gratitude and thanks and welcome you.
you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, we're ready to rock and roll. We now move on to the portion of this morning's ceremony in which we recognize some of the cadets who have distinguished themselves during their time here at the Academy. The class, like those before it, has developed a bond which will remain throughout their careers. That bond began on their first day here at the Academy, and it was then cultivated by the election of a class president and selection of company commanders. The class president was selected by the cadets to represent the class during their time here at the Academy. In their selection, the cadets looked for an individual who they believed exhibited outstanding leadership, and they found such a person in Cadet Stephen Faust. Through Cadet Faust's strong organizational skills and effective communication, he was able to prove himself as a leader and was successful in promoting an overall sense of camaraderie within the class. Cadet Faust comes to the Academy from not that far away, London, England, and he's 33 years old. On behalf of the Academy staff and CTC VI-24, I'd like to present Cadet Faust with an award which recognizes his leadership as class president.
Good morning, everyone. So good afternoon, Commissioner. Officers, guests of honor, proud families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 6 of 24 of the California Highway Patrol. Hoorah! I'll remember that. Today marks the results of all our hard work, dedication, and commitment to become the best California Highway Patrol officers. We began as individuals from different backgrounds, united by the shared dream of protecting and serving California. Our dream to protect, serve, and make a difference in these communities we all now belong to. From today onwards, we stand as part of the CHP family, bonded by discipline, sacrifice, and purpose. CHP is more than just a badge and a gun. It's a commitment to uphold the highest standards of any law enforcement agency in the world for integrity and respect. We have trained through long days, long nights, physically grueling drills, and rigorous academic tests. We have learned not just about law, but compassion and professionalism under pressure. Thank you, RTOs. From day one, we have been challenged mentally and physically, and yet we have prevailed. The RTOs have made sure that this academy certainly lives up to its reputation, as I'm sure many of you have heard stories and that you have shared with your family about the last 6 months here. We have been guided and molded by some of the finest instructors in law enforcement. They did not only train us, but they have prepared us for our journey ahead. To our families, I would like to thank you for all the effort, time, and sacrifice that you have also made as part of every one of our journeys. As I know, it has been difficult for us all. Let that be a reminder of the commitment that you have made and what the future holds for us all. We will watch over the coast, the mountains, the deserts, while never forgetting those we serve and protect at home. As we step forward into our assignments across the state, may we also have courage, integrity, and never forget our purpose. After my speech concludes, I will present Captain Colton with the class plaque. And graduating class of 624, I ask for one more thing. This is my last message as the Prime Minister, President, sorry, Commissioner, of Class 624. And in the famous words, 1, 2, 3. Do the work. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Cadet Faust. He's fun to listen to, huh? Yeah. Imagine the amount of people on traffic stops that are going to think he's just playing a prank on them. Following a long-standing Academy tradition, that class plaque will be permanently displayed in our recreation room here at the Academy. Now I'd like to call upon Assistant Chief Matt Timmons to introduce our company commanders of Cadet Training Class 6 of 24. Chief Timmons.
Good morning. The Academy selects individuals to serve as company commanders based on leadership, ability, and maturity. These positions carry with them a great deal of responsibility. Company commanders are expected to set the example for other cadets to follow and act as a liaison between the cadets and Academy staff. As demonstrated by the outstanding body of cadets before us this morning, it is apparent the company commanders of Cadet Training Class 6 of 24 perform their duties in an exemplary manner. In doing so, they have gained the respect of both their peers and the Academy staff. Therefore, it is my pleasure this morning to present the company commanders with a special award acknowledging their leadership and dedication. A company commander, Cadet J. Felix, is 28 years old and comes from El Centro, California. Please accept your award as A company commander. B company commander, Cadet Adam Martinez, is 27 years old and comes from Fontana, California. Please accept your award as B company commander. C company commander, Cadet Marcus Wiseman, is 23 years old and comes from Ferndale, California. Please accept your award as C company commander.
Thank you, Chief Timmons. Throughout each of our lives, leadership, achievement, and competition play important roles. Life at the Academy is no different. Our cadet training program is divided into several categories. Individual evaluations are made and awards are given to cadets that have distinguished themselves by consistently delivering outstanding performance. The award categories are outstanding marksmanship, outstanding athlete, valedictorian, most inspirational cadet, and outstanding cadet. The recipients of these awards receive a personal plaque in honor of their outstanding achievement. We're honored to present these awards and are especially proud of the commitment and dedication that these cadets have exhibited to receive this well-deserved recognition. Our first award will be presented for outstanding marksmanship. Presenting this award will be Chief Cindy Ponce.
Thank you, Captain Carlton. Cadets receive over 130 hours of firearms training. This includes intensive instruction in firearms safety and in the practical application of all departmental weapons. Each cadet must pass what is known as a task-oriented qualification course for the pistol, shotgun, and the rifle. To graduate, each cadet must maintain 100% shooting accuracy within stringent time limits. In addition to this qualification course, cadets must successfully complete a realistic, combat-oriented course using both the pistol and shotgun. Cadets who demonstrate the highest level of proficiency are invited to participate in yet one more level of competition. In this intense challenge, the cadet demonstrating the highest level of shooting accuracy along with the fastest completion time earns a special title of Top Gun. This morning, we have a cadet who has earned this title. The award for Outstanding Marksman goes to a cadet who is 33 years old, comes from Susanville, California. Please join me in congratulating Cadet Alexander Orozco Yanez.
Thank you, Chief Ponce. Our next award is for Outstanding Athlete. Making this presentation is Commissioner Robin Johnson.
Good morning. Physical fitness is essential for the demands placed on CHP officers throughout their careers. Every cadet participates in 152 hours of physical conditioning that is designed to enhance their cardiovascular and anaerobic fitness. The CHP Academy PT instructors have ensured every cadet has the physical and mental strength to overcome all resistance, right? Lastly, cadets are required to successfully complete a battery of challenging physical tests before graduation, which consist of push-ups, sit-ups, body fat levels, and a timed 1.5-mile run. The top athlete for cadet training class 6 of 24 is 27 years old and comes from Los Angeles, California. Cadet Darius Ennis, please accept your award for top athlete.
Cadet Ennis, you're top athlete. I thought you'd get up to the stage a little bit sooner. Man. Thank you, Commissioner Johnson. Our next award is for class valedictorian. Making this award is Commissioner Rodney Ellison.
Good morning. Cadets who complete the Academy curriculum spend 1,244 classroom hours studying 53 subjects. I'll say that again, 1,244 hours studying 53 subjects. That's a lot of courses. Success in each course is signified by passing a comprehensive examination. Grades from these examinations are averaged into a final score, and the cadet who achieves the top overall academic score receives the award for class valedictorian. The Academy class average for cadet training class 6 of 24 was 89.96%. The valedictorian of this class attained a final average score of 94.7%. The valedictorian is 29 years old and comes from Oakland, California. Cadet Renee Cruz, would you please accept your award for outstanding academic achievement?
Thank you, Commissioner Ellison. Our next award is for Most Inspirational Cadet. Making this award is Commissioner Esri Beauchamp.
Our next award recognizes an individual with the ability to motivate others to higher levels of achievement. This type of person is described as inspirational. An inspirational leader encourages, assists, counsels, and befriends. Nowhere is that description more appropriate than at the California Highway Patrol Academy, where the ability to genuinely inspire others is highly valued. The cadets of training class 6 of 24 were asked to select by secret ballot the individual who they felt most personified the word inspirational. The cadet is 27 years old and comes from Fontana, California. Cadet Adam Martinez, will you please step forward to accept this tribute from your classmates?
Thank you, Commissioner Beauchamp. Our final award is for Outstanding Cadet. Making the presentation is Commissioner DeRee.
The award for Outstanding Cadet is based upon the scores from academics, emergency vehicle operations training, weapons training, and physical training combined together for a composite score. The net result is the selection of a cadet who is indeed exceptional. It's my pleasure and honor to present the Outstanding Cadet Award for Cadet Training Class 624. Cadet is 26 years old, comes from Whittier, California. Cadet Jacob Dylan Amaro. Will you please step forward?
Thank you, Commissioner DeRee. Let's give all of our recipients a well-deserved round of applause. We will now move on to the portion of the ceremony the cadets have been waiting for. The cadets will now prepare to receive their badges and geographical assignments. Meanwhile, please enjoy 2 short videos. The first video is titled Academy Made, and it exemplifies CHP training. The second video was put together for you by the class, and it highlights some of the unique challenges that this class experienced during their 26-week journey here at the Academy. Officer Gerard, please prepare the class.
I have stood for seasons, witnessed generations. Their memories cling to my walls. Their sacrifices shine on my fountain. I stand for something greater, for public service, honor, and integrity. I stand for the people of California. I may be concrete, steel, and glass, but I have heart. Do you? On your first day, I will welcome you. But remember, you chose us. We did not choose you. Do you have what it takes? Will you break? Will you run? If you persevere, my walls will transform you. I will test your resolve and tax your limits. I will break you down, but then build you back up. I will make you stronger, and you will develop new confidence. I will instruct you on law and procedure, and teach you to rely on your judgment. I will teach you to be swift and safe, to defend yourself, to control your environment, to listen and to care, to help those in need. As you advance and develop, I will be your mentor, your partner, and I will give you a new purpose. After After all the tests are graded, the lessons learned, and doubts overcome, on your last day, I will welcome you. But today, I choose you as an officer of the California Highway Patrol, because you are truly Academy made.
Who's the best? CTC! Who's the best? CTC! CTC VI-24, hoorah! Taser! Oh, you're
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, see, I told you, now you've seen how hard they worked to get to this point today. The taser part, pretty intense, yeah? We're doing free demonstrations after the graduation ceremony if anybody wants to see what that feels like. Mr. Graham, I'm going to make you proud right now. I'm going to do my part, and I'm going to recruit. If you guys saw anything in that video that made you excited, or if you know anybody else that you think might want to be a highway patrolman, let us know. We'd love to talk to them after the graduation ceremony. Please approach me or any member of the Academy staff. We can tell you more about the highway patrol. Or if you're more of a digital person, you could just go to chpmadefromwar.com. Is that good, Mr. Graham? I think it was maybe. The badge of the California Highway Patrol has 7 points, each representing significant qualities found in every California highway patrolman. The first point at 1 o'clock represents integrity, the moral defense against corrupting influence. The second point at 3 o'clock is judgment, the ability to apply knowledge to the best of all concerned. The third point at 5 o'clock is loyalty, faithfulness to the precepts of the highway patrol and to fellow officers. The fourth point at 6 o'clock is courtesy, respect for law and order and the individual. The fifth point at 7 o'clock is honor, highest esteem for the principles upon which the California Highway Patrol has been built. The sixth point at 9 o'clock is knowledge, acquaintance with facts and law combined with awareness and understanding that sustain an officer through daily duties. Lastly, the seventh point at 11 o'clock is character, the qualities of moral strength, vigor, and stability. The badge numbers assigned to the cadets that are about to be before you will stay with them for the duration of their career and never be reassigned. That is a practice that dates back to the beginning of the Highway Patrol. In a moment, I'll read their names along with their badge numbers and geographical assignments while their badges are presented by Commissioner DeRee and Mr. Gordon Graham. If you can't get a good video or photo, don't worry. We have professionals here that are videoing the entire ceremony and photographing your officer when they're on stage with the commissioner. Copies of these recordings will be provided to each graduate. Commissioner DeRee and Mr. Graham, would you please come forward and present the badges which signify that each cadet has met the necessary requirements for graduation. Sabur Abdul Shakur, 24578, Marin. Victor Alcala, 24567, Santa Fe Springs. Shane Evan Eldreddy, 24498, Arrowhead. Carlos Almendero, 24524, Santa Ana. We like him too. The number one badge number in the class, Cadet Jacob Dylan Amaro, 24479, Santa Ana. Jorge Verduzco, 24506, San Jose. Joseph Rodriguez, 24583, Santa Rosa. Ryan Barr, 24489, Marin. Andrew Barsamian, 24509, Baldwin Park. Arnold Berber, 24606, Crescent City. Jimmy Bertoldo, 24507, Baldwin Park. Nathan Boymushakian, 24554, Mount Shasta. Gage Brandt, 24480, Baldwin Park. Salvador Riones, 24528, San Jose. Chris Brown, 24601, Santa Fe Springs. Colby Brown, 24510, Willows. Trista Camblin, 24603, Trinity River. James Cardoza, 24602, Crescent City. Daniel Carlos, 24484, East LA. Tyler Castaneda, 24483, Contra Costa. Austin Cervantes, 24518, Baldwin Park. Gregory Corona Chavarian, 24580, Susanville. Nicholas Cisneros, 24597, Santa Cruz. Bruce Lee Claros, 24570, San Diego. Omar Salvador Contreras Diaz, 24542, Hayward. Caleb Harvey Crow, 24482, Hayward. Renee Cruz, 24490, Stockton. Ryan Day, 24497, East LA. German De La Mora, 24596, Quincy. Gerardo De La O, 24592, Mojave. Austin Stone Dennison, 24579, San Diego. Brennan Devlin, 24503, Contra Costa. Jacob Diaz, 24540, Santa Fe Springs. Miguel Diaz, 24584, Antelope Valley. Christian Dolock, 24545, East LA. Matthew Duran, 24576, San Diego. Ivan Dulger, 24502, Humboldt. Darius Ennis, 24491, South LA. Carlos Esparza, 24559, West LA. Luis Alfonso Esquivel, 24530, Mojave. Jose Fabian, 24548, Santa Cruz. Stephen Faust, 24551, Santa Barbara. Jay Felix, 24514, Santa Fe Springs. Yobani Figueroa, 24513, San Diego. Fernando Galeano, 24522, Baldwin Park. Andrew Garcia, 24520, Contra Costa. Cristobal Garcia, 24566, Susanville. Salvador Garcia, 24562, West LA. Jesse Gaitan, 24552, Wairika. Javier Gonzalez, 24521, Santa Fe Springs. Elijah Gracia, 24527, Hollister Gilroy. All right, the Gracia family is the one to beat now, guys. Gio Hernandez, 24553, Antelope Valley. Jesse Hernandez, 24571, Santa Ana. Heredo Hernandez Ubarrio, 24581, Contra Costa. Adam Tyler Jacobson, 24515, San Diego. John James, 24587, Garberville. Spencer Patrick Jones, 24516, Santa Maria. Samid Musin Kaloun, 24573, Susanville. Austin Keffer, 24487, San Diego. David Keyback, 24541, Yuba Sutter. Zane Knight, 24564, El Cajon. Tyler Marquez, 24568, East LA. Kaylin Lanier, 24588, Yuba Sutter. Calvin Laughlin, 24539, Stockton. Javier Lazaro Ventura, 24594, King City. Henry Ledesma, 24486, South LA. Jose Leon, 24495, South LA. Alfonso Leon Lara, 24608, Marin. James Leonard, 24536, Antelope Valley. Gustavo Leos, 24494, Santa Cruz. Xavier Lecona, 24593, Marin. Sergio Jesus Lopez, 24609, South LA. Jaime Lopez Sereno, 24544, Stockton. Robert Eldon Love, 24582, Mojave. I see what you did there. Love you, Officer Love. Well played. Gabriel Madrigal, 24517, Ukiah. Jessica Mansell, 24591, West LA. Dalton Alec Vito Marino, 24481, San Diego. Adam Martinez, 24499, Newhall. Cesar Fabian Martinez, 24550, East LA. Marcus McWilliams, 24575, Baldwin Park. Nevin Miller, 24598, San Francisco. Stephen G. Montoya, 24572, San Jose. Jose Monzon, 24557, Marin. Eduardo Navarez, 24547, Central LA. Ruben Nunez, 24493, San Diego. Luis Antonio Ochoa, 24533, South LA. Alexander Orozco Yanez, 24605, Susanville. Angel Ortiz, 24558, Santa Fe Springs. Cesar Padilla, 24563, Oakland. Ramiro Paniagua, 24538, Buellton. Jason Ponce, 24569, Oakland. Michael Price, 24607, Altadena. Samuel Pyle, 24531, Stockton. Alexander Ramani, 24485, Santa Ana. Alejandro Ramirez, Jr., 24535, San Francisco. Diego Ramirez, 24526, Baldwin Park. Sakshi Ranat, 24561, Quincy. Justin Rangel, 24496, West LA. Juan Carlos Reyes, 24599, Garberville. Jose Rico, 24543, San Diego. Richter Ramondo, 24501, San Diego. George Romero, 24590, Santa Fe Springs. Joseph Roth, 24512, South LA. Jonathan Ruiz, 24560, Oakland. Gustavo Ruiz, 24556, Tracy. Derek Sanchez, 24577, Humble. Okay, you guys may have taken the title. That was pretty good. Aaron Sanchez, 24555, Contra Costa. Hey, no do-overs, no do-overs. Maxine Shar, 24574, Wairika. Brooks Mason Scott, 24523, Marin. Ramon Serrato, 24589, Santa Ana. Karanavir Singh, 24600, Oakland. Raymond Anthony Smart, 24586, San Francisco. Tyler Sorensen Warden, 24595, Santa Cruz. Ricky Adrian Sotelo, 24519, East LA. Justin Stephenson, 24504, Stockton. Kyle Stahl, 24532, Contra Costa. Justin Tyler Sutton, 24505 Willows. Scott Wee Tam, 24488 San Diego. Nicholas Toddy, 24611 Buellton. James Tobin, 24492 Central LA. Jimmy Torres, 24565 Santa Fe Springs. Richard Torres Reynoso, 24534 West LA. Marco Antonio Trujillo, 24585 San Jose. That was pretty wild. I got to give it to you. Dominique Turnage, 24546 San Diego. Emily Vasquez, 24610 Garberville. Diego Villegas, 24604 Oakland. Wesley William Wade, 24511 Oakland. Matthew Weinberger, 24529 San Diego. Elijah Williams, 24508 San Diego. Marcus Wiseman, 24549 Santa Cruz. Aiden Zavaleta, 24537 Central LA. Cody James Zayachek, 24525 Baldwin Park. Luis Zepeda, 24500 West LA. Now, I'd like to welcome back to the stage the top badge and most outstanding cadet, Jacob Amaro, for a picture with all of the commissioners. give all of these new officers a round of applause. All right, now for the fun part. Class, please stand. Commissioner DeRee, would you please return to the podium to administer the Code of Honor?
Class, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, a member of the California Highway Patrol, subscribe in word and deed to the following. To serve the United States of America. And the state of California. Honestly and conscientiously. And fulfill my oath as a soldier of the law. To uphold and maintain. The honor and integrity. Of the California Highway Patrol. Be loyal to my fellow officers. Respect and obey my seniors in rank. And enforce the law. Without fear, favor, or discrimination. Assist those in peril or distress. And if necessary, lay down my life rather than swerve from the path of duty. My personal conduct shall at all times be above reproach, and I will never knowingly commit any act that will in any way bring discredit upon the California Highway Patrol or any member thereof. To all of this I do solemnly pledge my sacred honor as an officer of the California Highway Patrol. With the acceptance of your badges, you are hereby promoted to the rank of Officer, California Highway Patrol. And with that, have become members of one of the finest law enforcement agencies in the world. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Thank you, Commissioner DeRee. In the past, the opportunity to pin a badge was limited to active or retired CHP officers. Realizing the significance of such an event, it was agreed upon that the officer could select an individual of their choosing. The badge pinning ceremony will take place on the walkway around the memorial fountain in the quad behind me. For those selected to pin the badges, I ask that when you exit the gymnasium, you position yourself on the walkway directly across from the officer to be pinned. When everyone is in position, you will receive a command to step forward and pin the badge. In your program, you will find a diagram showing where each officer will be located around the fountain. After the ceremony, a tactical demonstration will be held at the Emergency Vehicle Operations course at 1 p.m. For your convenience, there will be buses leaving the front of the administration building, beginning immediately following the badge pinning ceremony to provide transportation to the demonstration area. There's also a walkway available for those that wish to walk and maybe get your steps in. You've been sitting for a while. You can laugh. That one usually hits better. Please follow the signs from the front of the administration building to Skip's Path. And as an added bonus, because you guys have been a good audience, refreshments will be provided at the demonstration area for you. All right. Now, to the graduates. Simply, I am truly proud of you. I really am. As a class, you've overcome much adversity and you've demonstrated a high level of pride and enthusiasm throughout your time here at the Academy, not just as seniors, but as freshmen, juniors, and then finally seniors. This moment and the badge pinning that follows is a direct result of your dedication and hard work. The high standards that you have achieved are indicative of your commitment to excellence. Maintaining these high standards will translate to career success and satisfaction in knowing that you have made the Golden State a more peaceful place to live, work, and visit. While you are reaching to achieve these noble objectives, remember not only who you are, but who's beside you and who's behind you, your family and close friends. You will need to continually invest into these relationships on your journey ahead. Serve them, be a model for them, and work every day in a manner that will make them proud of the contributions that you provide to society. In closing, I wish each of you the very best as you report to your field assignments. You have indeed earned the right to call yourself an officer of the California Highway Patrol. Now, I ask that the audience please remain seated until these officers have left the gymnasium. Upon their exit, the audience is welcome to join the graduates for the badge pinning ceremony, which will begin in approximately 10 minutes. Thank you and congratulations to all. It is truly my honor to welcome you to the CHP family. Officer Gerard, please prepare the class for badge pinning.